That's about right. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marian and I'm the owner and maker at Kettle. And on YouTube, I share my tips and tricks about candle making for all the candle makers out there. So don't forget to take a second, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps me and it helps the channel more than you will ever know. And wherever you are on your candle journey, there's 5 products that you need to have in your candle studio, whether it's still in your kitchen or you've got a dedicated space. Product number 1, you've seen me using it lots of time in that video, and you kind of in the video, if you go and dig back into my channel, you can see when I use pictures and a double boiler method, and I've done that and I actually fulfilled lots of big orders using just that, so there's no problem with doing that at all. However, when I started to invest in my first candle melter or soup kettle in this instance, that definitely changed my production method, and it really helped me with my productivity. So product number 1, I'm going to put it here, is a wax melter. So whether you are first beginning in your journey and you want to invest in a soup kettle, or you want to look for a professional wax melter with a tap like this one, either are a great partner in your production. And if you on that list need to pick one, this is the one to pick, because this is going to make a huge difference. Remember, or maybe you're still doing it, waiting by the stove, by your double boiler for that wax to melt to be able to pour your candle. Well, don't do that anymore. This allows you to time it, so you can set up timer so it starts melting 2 hours before the time you want to pour, so it actually efficiently manage your own time. And rather than spending some time standing by the stove waiting for your wax to melt and check the temperature, you can set what temperature you want it to be at, and etc. So this is a huge game changer. So there's various price points. Soup kettle is definitely the most affordable option. You can get them for around £50 in the UK, so it's definitely the most affordable option. Wax melter, depending on the size you want to go for, they range to a higher price point. Whatever you do, and I know sometimes it's just one of those things, you want to scroll on Amazon and you find product that you think are going to be suitable. Stay away from product with a plastic tap like this. This is a no-go. Do not use that. Why? Is because you are going, if you've used it before, you know why. You know that the wax is going to get stuck in that tap, and it's going to be staying solid where the rest of your wax is melted. So you may need to use a heat gun to release that wax that is stuck in the tap. And if you have a plastic tap, then you can't do that, because you're going to just melt off the plastic and your melter is going to be just destroyed. So make sure that whatever you do, it has a metal tap on it. So a wax melter, I'll put the links of all the products that I'm showing in the description box below, and I'm going to try and find some UK US version as well, to make sure that all of you can find the product that I'm mentioning here. The second product is a piston funnel. I know it's probably more something you would find in a kitchen if you're like a pastry chef or something like that, but it's actually extremely useful to have in a candle studio. Why? One, it keeps your station clean, because when you pour with a piston funnel, there's no splash, there's no drops everywhere, and you know what I'm talking about. The cleaning part of the studio is the most annoying part of candle making. So that's number 1. And 2, it also makes sure that you're very, very efficient and precise. So whether you're doing scented candle or you're doing decorative candle, I really, really, really recommend. It just saves having to aim for the candle. There's no... when you're pouring like scented candle, you can be very precise with the line and how high you want to go with your candle. So a very useful tool to have in the studio with you. Number 3, a heat gun. You know that, and it's probably something you would acquire even before the wax melter, but a heat gun is a friend, whether you're doing scented candle or decorative candle, and also for cleaning your mold when you're doing decorative candle. I will make a full video about mold cleaning. It's probably not the fun video that you all want, but it's a very useful one, unfortunately, and I've got that question a lot in the comments, is how do you clean your mold? So I'll do a video about that. But a heat gun is a friend. It allows you to, for decorative candle, melt the wax residues in your mold to make sure that you get the best looking candle next time. And for scented candles, it allows you to smooth your tops, but also look for hidden sinkholes that could be hiding in there in your candle. You never want that when you're making scented candles. So a friend in all candle making practices for sure. An infrared thermometer is number 4. So temperature is key for candle making, whether you're making scented candles or decorative candles. So a infrared thermometer saves you a lot of time. Just point it at the wax and it will tell you how hot it is. You can change from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So in the UK we will use Celsius, but you know that your room temperature, your wax melting temperature, but as well as your pouring and mixing temperature are really important to the outcome of your candle making. That's true for decorative candle, that's true for scented candles, and depending on the wax you're using, the temperature that you need to use are different, and the temperature that I use, even if you're using the same wax as I am, are going to be different because it also depends on my room temperature, which is going to be different from yours. This is your friend. You need to check temperature of your wax consistently and constantly when you're making candles, so you want to have that. Number 5 is a thermal label printer. If you're making candle, there's a big chance you're selling them online, and if you're selling them online, you need to ship them. A thermal label printer allows you to print very efficiently from your laptop and to not have to buy toner or ink anymore because it just prints with heat. The label is special, and it just like gives like the heat of the machine print what needs to be printed and shows black on the label. It's pretty amazing. I have one. It's USB connected to my laptop. If I was to buy another one, I would get a Bluetooth one because I could generate my label from anywhere in the house and don't have to have a cable. I have a thing with no cable at the minute, so obviously I'm not going to change it because it's working fine. It was a great spend, like it was a great investment. I never regretted it. It's just that if I thought it through, and if you're looking for one, please get a Bluetooth one. It's so much easier to use, but the USB one are fine too. So those are the 5 products that I think every candle maker should have in their studio. Tell me what you think in the comment if you think I forgot something. If you've got something that you're using that you wouldn't see yourself living without, please tell me, because maybe I'm gonna adopt that too. And yeah, if there's any more questions you have, feel free to ask them. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this content. All the link of the product that I've talked about are in the description box below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.